An individual has value because he has value to God. Whenever this is recognized, whiteness and blackness pass away as determinants in a relationship, and son and brother are substituted.
That was meant to be, with God as our Father, brothers all are we. Let me walk with my brother in perfect harmony. There be peace on earth. Let this be the moment now. With every breath I take, let this be my solemn vow to live together, love together in perfect harmony. Let there be peace on earth and let it begin. Let it begin with me. Oh, let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth. Peace on earth. Let there be peace. Peace on earth. Peace on earth. Let there be peace on earth. Peace on earth. Let there be peace on
Martin Luther King Jr. He had a deep sense of religious vocation. He believed that somehow God had called him to encourage the United States of America to admit that it had mistreated its citizens of African descent who had known slavery, racial discrimination, and deprivation. Martin Luther King Jr. He provided disciplined calm, reason, and hope in the face of death threats, ominous signs of disillusionment within the African American community. He stood for a world free of bigotry and brimming with faith, hope, love, and justice. In the midst of the nightmare that surrounded him, Martin Luther King Jr., he dared to dream. He dared to dream of a better day, that someday we all would be free.
Hang on to the world as it spins around. Just don't let the spin get you down. Things are moving fast. Yeah, yes. Hold on tight and you will last. Keep your self-respect, your manly pride. Get yourself in gear. Keep your stride. Never mind your fear. Yes. Oh, taken from me. Someday we'll all be free. And I can still hear Martin saying, just wait and see. Someday we'll all be free. Yeah, yeah, taken from me. Someday we'll all be
Well, much can be imagined as to what Martin would say today. Perhaps he would quote Langston Hughes and say, well, what happens to a dream deferred? Does it dry up like a raisin in the sun, or fester like a sore, then run? Does it stink like rotten meat, or crust and sugar over like a syrupy sweet? Maybe it just sags like a heavy load, or does it explode? What would Martin say? Well, much can be imagined as to what Martin would say today, but it occurs to me that a dream can only be deferred by the dreamer. And while the dreamer was killed, the dream lives on. It lives on.
You marched from Selma to Washington, hand in hand for freedom's sake, with faith in God and hope in man, a sleeping nation yet to wake.
Martin, you were a soldier in the army of justice, leading a battle we all had to win, where a man is judged on character and deeds, not on the color of his skin.
Oh, we all love you, Martin. It was you who made us see that our nation could never be strong until all God's people are free. Yeah. We all love you, Martin, as the years come and pass. Oh, your voice will sound like a mighty storm.
Martin, you said you might not be with us, no. When for freedom you take that stand.
You said you've been to the mountaintop and you've seen the promised land. Oh, you made this nation so much better. You made our people proud.
You were a voice in the wilderness, alone crying out loud.
We all love you, Martin. It was you who made us see. And our nation could never be strong until all of us are totally free.
Oh, we all love you, Martin.
We
face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. I have a dream. I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, the sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners, will they be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood? I have a dream. I have a dream that one day even the state of Mississippi, a state sweltering with the heat of injustice, sweltering with the heat of oppression, will be transformed into an oasis of freedom and justice. I have a dream. I have a dream. My 4 little children one day may live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today. I have a dream that one day down in Alabama, with its vicious racist, with its governor having his lips dripping with the words of interposition and nullification, that one day right there in Alabama, little black boys and black girls will be able to join hands with little white boys and white girls as sisters and brothers. I have a dream today. I have a dream. One day every valley shall be exalted. Every hill and mountain shall be made low. The rough places will be made plain. And the crooked places will be made straight. And the glory of the Lord shall be revealed. And all flesh shall see it together. This is our hope. This is the faith that I go back to the South with. And with this faith, we will be able to work together, to pray together, to struggle together, to go to jail together, to stand up for freedom together, knowing that we will be free one day. This will be the day. This will be the day when all of God's children will be able to sing with new meaning. My country, 'tis of thee. Sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died. Land of the pilgrim's pride from every mountainside. Let freedom ring. And when this happens, when we allow freedom to ring, when we let it ring from every village and every hamlet and every state and every city, we will be able to speed up that day when all of God's children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics, will be able to join hands and sing in the words of the old Negro spiritual, free at last.